10 years ago, I was holding 1 million in the palm of my hand. I was 26 years old. 1 million in the bank. I thought I was going to rule the world. Do you know where I was 5 years later? Zero, broke, in debt, total reset. And honestly, it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because that million in the hands of the person I was back then, it was a time bomb with a lit fuse. And I'm going to tell you why. Everyone wants money. Everyone thinks their only problem is lack of money. But let me give you a truth that going to sting. Money in the wrong hands is worse than having no money at all. I will repeat. Money in the wrong hands is worse than having no money at all. Money without wisdom doesn't set you free. Money without wisdom destroys you. And I'm living proof of that. I'm Danilo Limitless. Today, I use an advanced behavioral engineering to decode high-performing mental patterns from myself and hundreds of clients every month. But 10 years ago, I was a 26-year-old accountant with 1 million in cash and zero self-awareness. And it almost killed me. 1 million, 26 years old. I didn't earn that money through a long grind. I acquired it. I won't get into the weeds of that story now. That's a video for another day. But here is what matters. I had the capital. I had the technical knowledge. I was an accountant. For God's sake, I knew cash flow, budgeting, projections, all of it. I decided to open a dairy factory, a revolutionary product. I was going to disrupt the market. I took that million and I went all in right at the start. Everything. I should have invested 200 or 300,000. I should have tested, validated, scaled slowly, but no. I dropped the full million at once. Why? Because I thought I was untouchable. Because I was convinced I couldn't fail. I didn't calculate risk. I didn't look at the real world data. I didn't even have sales yet. I thought I'd succeed simply because I wanted. Look at the level of delusion. I had the technical skills. I could do the math. I developed the product from scratch. But I didn't know the most important factor in the equation. I didn't know myself. I didn't realize how much pride I was carrying. And pride is a silent killer. Every time something went wrong and things went south fast, who did I blame? God. I was the victim. A victim God, a victim of the market, a victim of the pandemic, a victim of the world. It was never me. Pride plus victimhood. The perfect is equal, the perfect formula for self-destruction. It took 4 years of watching that million shrink to 800K, 500K, 200K, zero, and then debit. I didn't just lose the million, I ended up owing money. Starting over from scratch? No, start from zero would have been a luxury. I started from the negatives. At 26, I had 1 million. At 30, I had debt and total devastation. And that taught me one thing. Money wasn't my problem. I was my problem. I will repeat it the way you will understand. Money wasn't your problem. You are your problem. Look, if you are starting to see a pattern here, if this is hitting a nerve you've never felt before, subscribe to the channel. Every Tuesday I drop a video designed to shatter another mental ceiling, and hit that notification bell. YouTube doesn't show this to everyone, only to those who are truly hungry for transformation. Let's keep going. After the bankruptcy, I struggled for years. My marriage was on the rocks. My self-esteem didn't even exist. I had to figure out who I was. I had to shift my mindset. I had to rebuild from the soul up. That when I discovered what I now call advanced behavior engineering, and I finally understood what went wrong. There is a formula: money divided by times character is equal results. High money multiplies low character is equal destruction. Low money with high character is equal construction, slow but solid. High money with high character is equal empire. Let me explain. The problem isn't having money. The problem is having money before you have the character to govern it, the emotional base to govern it. The problem is lacking the attitude that turns effort into sustainable wealth. I had the money, I had the technical degree, but I had pride. I looked down on people and ignored data. And I had a victim mentality. I never took ownership. My motto was, it wasn't my fault. I will pin it on whatever I want. Those two things destroy everything. Pride made me think I couldn't fail. Victimhood stopped me from learning when I did. The Bible has a classic example, the rich younger ruler. Jesus met this guy. He's rich, he's young, he's had money since the start. Jesus tested him, give everything you had to the poor and follow me. Then man walks away sad. Why? Because he loved his wealth. He didn't have the character to rule over it. The wealth ruled him. If he did, he would have understood the test. He would have passed. And Jesus would have likely said, "You've proven your hurt. Now let's use this wealth for something greater." But he failed. What does the rich young ruler represent? Rich younger ruler is equal money without wisdom. Look at lottery winners. Most go broke within 5 years. Look at Mike Tyson. He made $300 million. He went bankrupt. Why? Money arrived before character. I was no different. I was a lottery winner at 26, and the emotional pressure that money brings improved me because I wasn't ready. After 10 years, I finally identified the 3 things I was missing. 1. Self-awareness. I didn't know myself. I didn't realize I had a massive ego. I can't eat confident. But I just disguised pride. If you don't know yourself, money will reveal who you are. And if who you are is flawed, Money will amplify the flaw. Money is an amplifier. It doesn't change you, it unmasks you. 2. Total accountability. I blame God, I blame the market, I blame everything. It was never me. As long as you are victim, you cannot learn, you cannot grow, you can only suffer. The moment I finally said, I failed, I messed up, I destroyed this, that was the moment I could start rebuilding. Because only when you take 100, I said 100% responsibility, do you have 100 of the power to change. 3. Wisdom before wealth. I had technical knowledge, but I had zero wisdom. Knowledge is knowing how to build a spreadsheet. Wisdom is knowing that you don't know everything. Knowledge is having a plan. Wisdom is testing slowly, measuring risk, and staying calm. Wisdom is built through experience plus humility. And back then, I didn't have either. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want money? Of course you do. But are you ready to have it? Are you ready to carry the emotional wave of significant wealth? Don't even answer. I already knows the answer is no. Without wisdom, money will destroy you. It will amplify everything that is broken inside you. It will blow up everything you've been hiding. And you will lose it all, just like I did. I lost $1 million. It took 4 years to hit rock bottom. I ended up in debt, total reset, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because I needed to be deconstructed so I could be rebuilt the right way. Today, I've developed a methodology based on advanced behavior engineering, built on humility, study, and the hard-earned experience on failure. Today, I decode mental patterns, and everything I know, I learned by losing. Here is the truth. You don't need more money. You need more wisdom. You need more self-awareness. You need to step out of your comfort zone, change your environment, and make new connections. Because when you have wisdom, you will start to grow. You become prosperous from the inside out. Only then is money welcome. Because then it stays and it multiplies. But if the money comes before the wisdom, you will share my old fate, total destruction. The only difference is that I survived and I learned. Are you going to learn before you lose everything? Are you going to wait until you break to finally wake up? Answer for yourself. Break your limit. Build your legacy. And follow the channel.